What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, unified, lightweight, world champion, superstar boxer. 16 wins, no losses, 12 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age. He stands at 5'8" with a 68.5-inch arm reach. TEOFIMO Lopez. And undefeated, rising Mexican superstar title contender, King Ryan Garcia. 21 wins, no losses, 18 wins by way of knockout. He is 22 years of age. He stands at 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. He's scheduled to face WBC mandatory challenger, as he is the WBC mandatory challenger, Javier Fortuna, in his next fight that's scheduled to take place July of 2021. With that said, they both come together with former Olympic gold medalist, Mexican superstar, Hall of Fame, iconic superstar boxer, who is a 5-division world champion, Oscar the Golden Boy De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, he is the promoter of one King Ryan Garcia of Golden Boy Promotions. And Oscar De La Hoya, King Ryan Garcia, and TEOFIMO Lopez, they come together to downplay the accomplishments and the skill set of one undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. Okay, Devin Haney's undefeated. Devin Haney, 25 wins, no losses, 15 wins by way of knockout. He's 22 years of age. He stands at 5'8" with a 71-inch arm reach. He's scheduled to face Jorge Linares, 3-division world champion. This is scheduled to take place May 29th in Las Vegas, Nevada. With that said, Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya, and TEOFIMO Lopez, they all come together and they state that Devin Haney, he needs to do more in his career. He needs to focus on fighting big fights before he can focus on guys of their magnitude, okay? This is what Oscar De La Hoya, TEOFIMO Lopez, and Ryan Garcia had to say. Until he fights guys at a higher level and fight guys like each other, is what Oscar De La Hoya said. He said that he has to fight TEOFIMO Lopez, Jorge Linares, Vasil Lomachenko of the world's, Luke Campbell, before he could think about fighting Ryan Garcia. And TEOFIMO Lopez, he responds by saying, well, he's looking to end Devin Haney's career in his next fight because he's tired of him talking. Ryan Garcia, he states that, Devin Haney hasn't accomplished much in his career, much of the same comments that Oscar De La Hoya was saying. Okay, he was on the same page as Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya says he needs to step up. He says, believe it or not, Devin Haney is not on Ryan Garcia or TEOFIMO Lopez's level. Odd thing about this is both TEOFIMO Lopez and Ryan Garcia, and more so Ryan Garcia, have one step-up opponent in his entire career. That was against former Olympic gold medalist, former lightweight title contender, British superstar boxer, Luke Campbell. That was his last fight, in which he was floored in the fight. He got up to stop Luke Campbell in the 7th round of the fight, but he was floored in the fight. He showed flaws in the fight, and he rectified it, but he showed flaws. TEOFIMO Lopez, well, on the other hand, he's had 3 step-up fights. The Nakatani fight is looking more and more, is looking bigger and bigger every time Nakatani steps in the ring. Then he defeated former IBF lightweight world champion superstar boxer Richard Comey. And then he just defeated Vasil Lomachenko, former 3-division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, who was the unified lightweight champion. So TEOFIMO Lopez, he's had 3 straight step-up fights. Okay, Nakatani fight was first. Then the Richard Comey fight was second for the IBF belt. Then the Vasil Lomachenko. So he's been on the 3-fight trajectory that's only going up. Okay, you can't say that TEOFIMO Lopez hasn't fought a high-level opposition, because he is. But when it comes to Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya says, well, you look at his social media following, because he has over 8 million, 9 million social media followers, then that makes him a bigger commodity than Devin Haney, which is completely incorrect, because we see that TEOFIMO Lopez's fan base, that translates. Devin Haney's fan base, that translates. Ryan Garcia's fan base is not translating, because he did a whopping $350,000 at the gate. Okay, so that did not translate into the 9 million social media followers. They didn't support Ryan Garcia's fight against Luke Campbell. Okay, with that said, Devin Haney has fought better opposition than Ryan Garcia. Now, I won't say he fought better opposition than Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo Lopez beat a guy in Vasyl Lomachenko who was considered top 3 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He beat Richard Commey, who was the IBF world champion, and he beat Nakatani. And that win over Nakatani, as I state, looks better and better every time Nakatani steps in the ring. Nakatani, he recently stepped in the ring against Felix Verdejo, and that was a fight of the year type of fight, okay? And so Nakatani, the win over Nakatani, who most people felt like he exposed Teofimo Lopez. A lot of people thought that Nakatani exposed Teofimo Lopez in that fight. A lot of people thought that, you know, Nakatani could have gotten a nod, okay? So with that said, you know, Teofimo Lopez, he, after that fight with Nakatani, he stated that he had no interest in fighting guys that were, you know, very tall and very rangy, which Nakatani was, or which he is, okay? So with that said, a lot of people felt like, you know, Nakatani, he exposed something in Teofimo Lopez. Nakatani was undefeated at the time. You know, he was 18-0. You know, he's very rangy, 5'11", almost 6 feet tall, with a 71-inch arm reach. And that bothered Teofimo Lopez. He's 32 years of age. You know, he lost the unanimous decision. Teofimo Lopez got a unanimous decision over Nakatani. But Nakatani's last fight against Felix Verdejo, he was dropped in the fight 2 or 3 times. He got up, weathered the storm, and ended up stopping and knocking out Felix Verdejo, who was a blue chip prospect, okay? So that was a great win, you know, over Nakatani for Teofimo Lopez. But when it comes to Ryan Garcia, on the other hand, Ryan Garcia, he hasn't fought anybody other than Luke Campbell. And Luke Campbell exposed flaws in Ryan Garcia's game, okay? Now, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, the issue I have with Teofimo Lopez is that if you're going to call yourself undisputed, and we know the situation with the WBC and the confusion that they cause, you know, incorporating a franchise champion within the sport of boxing, you know, if you're going to call yourself undisputed, when Devin Haney, he became the WBC champion before you even fought and beat Vasyl Lomachenko. He became Vasyl Lomachenko's mandatory. He vacated the belt. He elevated himself to franchise, or he petitioned to, and the WBC granted him. And they initially stated you can't win or lose the WBC franchise title. Then they stated that Teofimo Lopez, he petitioned that if he beat Lomachenko, he be franchise. And they granted him that. Okay, so he didn't officially win it. So with that said, you know, to go through Devin Haney is to make yourself and validate undisputed. Now, Teofimo Lopez, he said after his IBF mandatory challenge against George Kambosos Jr., undefeated Australian superstar title contender, in his next fight, he stated that's scheduled to take place June 5th. So he stated that in his next fight after George Kambosos Jr., he wants to fight Devin Haney. He's going to end Devin Haney's career and validate himself as being undisputed, okay? When it comes to Ryan Garcia, Oscar De La Hoya is stating that Devin Haney is going to have to fight guys like Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Luke Campbell, Javier Fortuna, and he highlighted Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna. These guys have never been world champions. They fought for world titles, but they never became world champions, okay? So to go through these guys to become validated to fight Ryan Garcia is preposterous, okay? Because Ryan Garcia has done nothing in his career. Now, he built up his social media following, but those fan base don't translate into the sport of boxing. You see, you have a guy like Jake Paul, who's a YouTube sensation, who's a social media sensation. Well, his numbers translate. Jake Paul, he just recently fought Ben Askren on pay-per-view, and it's reported to do 1.4 million pay-per-views. And it engrossed in $65 million. Ryan Garcia has 9 million social media followers or more, and he grossed $350,000. That didn't translate, okay? The views didn't translate. So with that said, you know, Ryan Garcia's fan base doesn't translate. He fought Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia fought for the vacant WBC mandatory position to fight Devin Haney. He won the fight. He stated that if he couldn't get 2-division world champion, undefeated superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring next, then he would focus on Devin Haney. Well, then he turned, and now he's done an about face and said that Devin Haney has to do more in his career. He's a boring fighter. This is code word for his style matches up perfect to my style, and I don't match up perfect to his style. Devin Haney is very versatile. He's very rangy. He's very athletic. He has a respectable power, but he's a pure boxer with a high ring IQ and very slick. And they don't like that. So TEOFIMO Lopez, he says that Devin Haney is going to go in the ring with Jorge Linares and he's going to try to look pretty. So these are code words for they don't like the movement. They can't pin him down. They can't, cut the ring off. And he's going to outbox them. So they much rather downplay his accomplishments in his career. Can't wait to see how he performs against Jorge Linares in his next outing, and then see if TEOFIMO Lopez actually stands on the square and take the fight. Oscar De La Hoya, the same comments he made when it came to undefeated, former 5-division world champion, former pound-for-pound king, retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Floyd Money Mayweather. Early in their careers, these are the same sentiments Oscar De La Hoya uttered when it came to and questioned if he would ever face Floyd Mayweather. So I'm not surprised by Oscar De La Hoya's comments. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.